to GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi.
That's me.
And Jules. And right now we're reviewing 3,000 Years of Longing. And you might be saying, what movie is that? I didn't hear of that because it kind of went under the radar a little bit. But if you love Idris Elba, you know.
Who doesn't love Idris Elba?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like I look at some, other postings of the movies and stuff. You're guaranteed to see 100 women in there talking about how good he looked. You'll see a couple of dudes hating. But for the most part, almost every woman in all those threads, he's a good-looking guy. He's not had any controversy going on.
Right.
He has 2 movies out right now. This and Beast. You's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Yes, he is, Idris. And his wife is beautiful, too, by the way.
She's gorgeous.
Okay, let's talk about 3,000 Years of Longing, because when I seen the previews, I'm like, okay, so this is kind of a, she gets a genie and makes 3 wishes, huh? Nope. I was incorrect.
More than that. It's more in depth.
It's way more than that.
Give them more credit than that.
Okay.
on the trailer it said, the adult version of Aladdin. I don't know about all that. I guess so, but all right.
I wouldn't compare it to Aladdin.
I wouldn't.
No,
That's just too easy.
It was a little bit more deep than that.
Yeah, that was just too easy.
Yeah.
All right, so it's rated R.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad. Well, there was a big that orgy scene.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some nudity in here, and it's mostly for the women, and it's a lot of full. I mean, it is full frontal.
Well, everything, but
and I think for the most part, like with him being a djinn, they don't necessarily have clothes on. So I kept wondering, are they going to give the women what they're probably wanting and show Idris Elba? But they didn't show any full frontal.
No,
they didn't go there with it.
Yeah, no full frontal.
But there are some several scenes of women that are completely butt naked. So
yeah,
there you go.
It's an hour and 48 minutes, but I didn't really feel that.
I didn't either. It was enjoyable.
So this stars Tilda Swinton as Alethea. Idris Elba, he plays the djinn. And you have Peter Bertoni as Jack. But also, Idris Elba's wife has a role in here.
Yes, Sabrina.
Yeah.
When I seen it, I was like, that's his wife. And I know her face because she reminds me of Kerry Washington a little bit.
Yeah.
She's really gorgeous, but she had some scenes in here. They were non-speaking, but boy, she was giving a look of fire.
She plays the Watcher.
Boy, she was, if looks could kill.
Yeah.
Girl, she's seen another woman all kind of trying to be in her man's face. She was, I was like, okay, girl. But apparently she's done a couple of other things. She has her own, thing going on. But I was happy to see that his wife was in there. Because, in Beast, his daughter didn't get the role. She was mad at him. Didn't talk to him for like 3 weeks. But yeah. So this is enjoyable. So let's talk about what this was about.
All right. So a happily single scholar, she studies stories and mythology. She just kind of looks upon this glass object in a store while she's in Istanbul. I'm not.
It's not hard. It's not easy to say Istanbul.
Right. I'm sorry, but she gets a glass artifact. So she gets it. She really likes it. It's dirty, so she's cleaning it, which I don't get. And this is in the trailer. How are you gonna use your own toothbrush to clean that dirt, and then to clean your teeth? Like, where they do that at?
I think she was kind of a free spirit, so
apparently.
But like,
I'm hoping she changed the toothbrush heads because that was disgusting.
Girl, that could have been COVID on there.
You are not using your own. But anyway, she's using her toothbrush
to clean it.
And it opens and a djinn comes out. Like, we're not giving anything away there. No. That's what this is about. It just pops out.
And that was a good thing.
That was a good thing.
Now, he's larger than life, of course, because he's a djinn.
Yeah.
Right? So
of course, he grants her 3 wishes.
Well, now this isn't just, okay, she's going to take these 3 wishes and go with it. No, this movie is totally not what I thought it was. And it was very different.
She's super intelligent. So she's like, as I said, she studies stories and mythology.
Because she wasn't even shocked.
Like, all the times throughout history, I've known the story about genies and these wishes, and they always go wrong. And personally, I don't want to make a wish.
And I'm sitting here looking like her, like, girl, I could think of 3 things at least.
He
tells her the rules. You can't wish for eternal life. I can't absolve any of your sins. You can't wish for more wishes, because that's the first thing I thought was like, first thing I do is wish for 3 more wishes. Nope, that's against the rules. You can't do that. So he comes out of this ceramic, whatever, glass piece, and he's larger than life.
Yeah.
Like literally, but he can shrink himself down. Yeah, he can shrink himself down. So when he's offering her, he tells her first these stories about how he even got in there in the first place. And I think some of it was in hopes that she might go ahead and make her 3 wishes, but she's still not like, I know how all of this is work. You make a wish, something bad happens.
Yeah.
There's always a reaction to a reaction, and I'm not doing it. And he's like, listen here.
So he starts telling her stories, of past people that had wishes, and why he's telling her what he's telling her, which is very fascinating. So if you like a nice storytelling, fairy tale type movie, this is for you. I mean, it was just really just fascinating. It was. The colors that they used.
Even the casting, him and Tilda. Yeah. I like their casting. They had chemistry.
They had a good, back and forth. Yeah.
And it kind of threw me off. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but it was so enjoyable. And listening to the stories, how he got in, how he got back out, who did this and why that happened. Yeah. And she's still like,
Yeah.
I already know how this works. Like you said, she's been studying it. She wasn't even very shocked when he came out.
Right. She kind of was, but it was like, because she had been seeing things, which is also in the
that was right. And
trailer,
I think she was, I don't know, it seemed like she might have been kind of pleased to see him there. She was just kind of leery about this wish making stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, with the things she was seeing and all that, I'm wondering if she probably got it from her grandmama. You know how that stuff is sometimes passed down?
Maybe.
But it was a very interesting it was very different for me. A very different type of movie for me, and I actually enjoyed it. We have some fun facts here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over some fun facts for 3,000 years of longing. Now, let me just say really quickly, 3,000 years of longing as an adult, I kind of perverted it a little bit for a second. Just the title. I know, don't say anything, but it's just the title of it when you start thinking about 3,000 years of longing. Has he not been with a woman in 3,000 years? It's poor Jen. But okay, that wasn't necessarily it, but I just had to throw it in there because I thought it was funny. Look at you. You thought it too.
I did not think that. I didn't think that.
Okay, let's go with the fun facts here.
All right. Cinematographer John Seal came out of retirement for the second time to shoot this movie. He'd previously done so in 2012 to shoot Mad Max Fury Road, also directed by George Miller. I did not love Mad Max Fury Road.
It was all right.
I fell asleep in the movie. It was a lot of desert and a lot of the same fighting, and I kind of...
Are you more apt to like the original one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was okay. I didn't hate it. It was okay.
Yeah.
But action.
The name Alethea is ancient Greek for truthful, which she was very truthful in this.
Oh, she was very much truthful. She'd be a great neighbor, even though some of her neighbors wasn't feeling her, but she
they were after she gave them that food.
There was just a funny scene with 2 of her neighbors who are super elderly ladies, and they're so super judgmental, but it's just a funny little scene in there that you'll see.
Filming was originally supposed to take place in Australia, London, and Istanbul in March 2020, but the COVID-19 pandemic at the time caused the London and Istanbul filming to be canceled. So the entire movie was shot in Australia, doubling for those locations.
That was probably fun. I bet they got to play with Joey's, and how fantastic.
And then the most interesting in my mind is the film makes several references to the fictional Scheherazade Airlines. The name homages the fabled storyteller Scheherazade from the 1001 Arabian Nights, who told her king a fanciful story each night. The rule of 3 in storytelling principle that states 3 acts or characters is the most satisfying combination to a story. The number 3 makes many appearances in the film. The film title mentions 3,000 years. Okay. The number 3 makes appearances in the background of the film. For example, Alethea's train rides, the Arabic number 3 is visible in the graffiti in the window behind her. The jinn offers Alethea 3 wishes, and the jinn tells Alethea 3 tales from his history.
Yes, I did notice that, though. I did notice that in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's something you don't want to be getting up, like, first of all, we recommend you going to the movies to see it. But even if you do happen to wait until it comes home, it's not a movie you want to get up and walk away and keep doing stuff. It's very interesting storytelling. Very interesting storytelling.
Yeah.
And his wife, Sabrina, she played the Watcher. I don't know if I mentioned what her name was in there before.
Yeah.
But I recommend this.
I recommend it.
I say mainly for adults. I don't know if your younger kids would like it, but again,
No. And plus that scene,
the scene,
you might not
and
want
it's
to see
actually
that.
more than one time where you see the women
Yeah.
completely buck naked
I mean, if
in
you
there.
don't care if they see some boobies, then
Some booties, some booties and butt crack.
I mean, I guess there was a little bit more going on for a minute there too, but you know.
It was wild back in that day, boy. They used to have some orgies all over the place, and everybody in the same room. And I'm just like, ew. Okay, but I get it. That's y'all thing back
But
then.
if you want to watch something that's interesting and colorful and just
this is it.
You know, just a light movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not like these hardcore action or horror or death or something. It's just a good.
And you have
movie.
some action in there, but it's more of the storytelling in there. I think that intrigued me. You know, it's kind of fresh. It's kind of a fresh type of movie. So I'm going with a nice 3.5 for this one because I enjoyed being surprised.
You know what? I can agree with you on that. I concur with the 3.5 on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. So go ahead and check it out. This is also for me. It'll be a fun date movie. So whether you pay full price or matinee, you won't go wrong either way. Unless there happens to be another $3 cinema day coming up somewhere. That's great. But anyways, go ahead and check this out. I think you guys will really, really like the freshness of it. So don't forget, for us, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and we're on Cash App. If you'd like to make a small donation to our movie watching ventures, we'd be very appreciative.
Yeah, because movies aren't $3 anymore.
No, that was only that one day. And don't forget, we're also going to have a lot of our content uploaded to the FearCon network. So visit fearcon.com.
Yes.
We also have some things coming up for Halloween. We're going to have some guest stars coming through, some panels, some horror merchandise, all of that good stuff.
On FearCon.
Yes, on FearCon. Fearcon.com.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to our review of 3,000 Years of Longing starring Idris Elba. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.